Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? Right then, let's do this promise video that I didn't get around to before Christmas. We're going to look at the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League. We're going to look at match day 6, look at all the results, see how I did in terms of my predictions and you. And then we're going to take a look at the next round of knockouts. And I'm going to predict the scorelines for each of those as well. And that's again for Champions League first, Europa League second, and Conference League third. Do leave me a comment and tell me your predictions as well, particularly for your club. Okay, so match day 6, I did okay, 41 points. It's not my lowest, but it's not my highest either. Let's see why. Okay, first off the bat was Arsenal. I said 1-1, and that's what happened. I did see it happening with Arsenal already through, and PSV were already through as well, but they're good at home. I said 1-1 between Lens and Sevilla, but Sevilla going on a bit of a bad run, and Lens recovering from a bit of a shock early on in the league, where they narrowly finished second in France last year, and then all of a sudden had Champions League football. I don't know why they couldn't manage the 2 matches a week, but they've got better both in the league and in the Champions League. 1-1, nope, 2-1, so I only got 1 point. I said 1-1 because I thought Salzburg have had a good run, but Benfica suddenly started playing like they should have been playing from the beginning. As they have a habit of doing, Benfica got exactly the correct result they needed at the right time. I'm thinking of that stunning victory that they had over the Israeli team last year to put PSG into 2nd spot. Well, this was to get 3rd spot, and Salzburg were winning and they were fine. And even a draw was fine, even 2-1 was fine. But they needed 3-1 and they managed to get it in injury time. So Benfica through to the knockouts in the Europa League. I said a draw between Inter and Sociedad, and it was, but it was 0-0, not 1-0 like I said. I thought Real Madrid would score 3 and win, but I didn't see Union Berlin starting so well. Well done to them. Packed stadium as well. As far as my German football knowledge goes, it wasn't their normal stadium. I think that's like much smaller. They were in the Olympiastadion, which they filled, so well done. Narrow loss to Real Madrid as well. Napoli-Braga, I said 1-0, Napoli won 2-0. What a match. 2-2 I said between Copenhagen and Galatasaray. It was 1-0, but it was full of goal scoring opportunities. Galatasaray were all over them in the end. Very exciting. I said 2-1 to Bayern. Bayern did win, but only 1-0. I said 3-1 to Man City over Red Star. Crvena Zvezda, but it was 3-2, so well done. I did say in that video, I believe, they've scored in almost every match, I think. So 2 more this time against Man City. But they were already through, so they were playing quite a weakened team. But still, they are the holders of the Champions League, after all. I said 2-1 win for the Germans over the Swiss. Leipzig 2-1 Young Boys, and that's exactly the right score. Well, I got this one wrong. I said booster because Antwerp lost 5 games in a row. In the return leg, in match day 1, they got absolutely walloped out in Spain. So I said 3-0 win, easy. Played my booster. Antwerp beat them 3-2, so I get absolutely nothing. Thanks, Barcelona. Well done. Well done to Antwerp, actually. Their first win in the Champions League, I believe. What a way to start. Porto beat Shakhtar 5-3. I said 2-1. What a match full of goal-scoring opportunities. Oh, I got this completely wrong. I thought Newcastle would win. They were at points winning. They were through in 2nd place. At one point because PSG were losing to Borussia Dortmund. And yeah, it was all hunky-dory, and then Milan scored 2 and put them completely out of Europe, so very disappointing for Newcastle, but they fought hard in the group of death. So well done to them, they can be proud. And I said Borussia Dortmund to win, but they narrowly didn't. They drew instead. Paris Saint-Germain, to be honest, had a lot of opportunities. They could have won the match. So I said Celtic to pick up their first point, and they actually got their first, was it their first win in the Champions League in sort of the modern day Champions League? That's an incredible story if so, but yeah, they won 2-1, so good for them, and it doesn't actually matter at the table at all, but it's really good for them to have that confidence. And then I said Atletico to beat Lazio 2-1, and it was 2-0. So let's have a look at the table and see how I did. I think I did quite badly. So DAC is top, Nico second, ooh. Niels is in third. I was 35th at the end of the 6 matches. But if we look at the league, let's see how I did on match day 6. I only came 13th. Raoul 16th. Oh my god, I'm really low. Yeah, I did not have a good... Oh my god, I'm 74th. Oh, we have a new person at the top. In fact, the new top 3, Mad Max Nath and Sacco Curve. Well done to you guys. So overall, DAC is winning. Well done to everyone else for taking part. We'll swap to the Europa League now and do the same, and then the Conference League. Oh no, we won't. I need to do my predictions. I know what I'm doing, honest. Okay. I'm just going to do match day week with the first leg, basically. I'm going to do that first. I'm not going to do the second leg first or anything. I'll wait until these are played. So, plucky Copenhagen will keep it tight, but I think they will lose. 2-1, I quite like the odds on that. Leipzig, Real Madrid. I really don't want to, but I rate this Real Madrid team. I do rate Leipzig, but they're a bit hot and cold. So I think 3-1. Particularly if they've got a few of their players back in and out of injury, maybe even get a striker in the January window on loan or something. Then we got Paris Saint-Germain and Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad started well in both the league and the Champions League, but I don't know, I think Paris will edge this at home. Maybe Sociedad will go through overall over the 2 legs, but in Paris I think they will lose slightly. Oh, they're different matches in week 2, right? Oh, this is the second leg. I see. Okay, I missed one. Lazio, Bayern, oh god. Lazio are struggling in Serie A. They're hot and they're cold. I think it could be something like a 3-1. They're not playing well even at home at the second. But obviously there's a lot of time for this to change. Maybe I'll revisit these closer to the date. Okay, PSV against Dortmund. I think PSV are the better team at the minute. People don't agree with me. But I'm going to say 2-1. And I think Dortmund will probably go through overall, but in the Netherlands I think PSV will win. Oh, this is a tough one. I think Inter will just edge it very, very tight, both teams. Unfortunate that they should meet each other because they're both outsiders for me to get to the semi-finals. Whoever wins this is going to go quite far, I think. It's one of the harder bouts. Oh, neither team are doing that well in their own leagues at the minute. Barca are struggling. Napoli are really struggling. So, am I going to say 1-1? Yeah, maybe. And then Porto Arsenal. Arsenal need a striker, don't they? They play lovely football, but they just can't put it in the back of the net. Porto can. So this is a dangerous one for Arsenal. I would not take it lightly. And out in Portugal, I think it'll be a narrow win, but not by much. Who shall I play? They're also tight. I think I put my booster on Bayern. I think Bayern will get really far. First team. Oh, I've got extra options as well. Play booster. Player of the match. I think it's a bit early for me to be thinking about this, but Kane probably. First team to score. Bayern. Shall I do this really quick? Player of the match. Should we just be boring and say Mbappe? First team to score, Paris Saint-Germain. Leipzig, Real Madrid. First team to score, Real Madrid. Player of the match. Rodrigo. Forsberg doesn't even play them, now he's gone to America. Man City, Copenhagen. First team to score, Man City. Oh. No, actually I'm going to say Copenhagen to score first. Then player of the match. Well, if he's up and running, because he's just come back from injury, it is going to be... where is he? So I can't... Oh, maybe because he's not in that team, because he was injured. Kevin De Bruyne. I put Haaland for the moment. And then, first team to score, I think, PSV. Player of the match. Who could it be? I do like Vitesse, actually. I enjoyed watching him the other week. First team to score, Inter will say, player of the match has to be Lautaro Martinez. Fantastic, world class. First team to score, I think, Napoli, and then Barca will come back. And player of the match, if he's still there, Osimhen. And then first team to score, Arsenal. Player of the match, we'll say Saka. Okay, let's do Europa League. Okay, so I got a measly 34 points. If we go to the league, see how poorly I did. 13th in overall. Niels de Wolf is top, Nico second, J Pelly third. Well done, guys. And matchday 6, I was... Oh my god, where was I? 56th. Pretty pathetic. J Pelly got 65, well done. Bogdan and Johnny Clark in the top 3. Right then, so I said Karabakh to beat Aachen, they did, but 2-1, not 1-0. I said Leverkusen, big win over Molde, 3-0, it was 5-1. I didn't play my booster on Bayern Leverkusen. Slavia to beat Servette 1-0, it was 4-0. Roma to beat Sheriff 2-0, it was 3-0. Where did I go wrong then? Panathinaikos to draw with Maccabi Haifa. Maccabi Haifa surprisingly won in Greece. Rennes to draw with Villarreal. They lost at home to Villarreal 3-2. I said last to lose at home to Toulouse. They did, but 2-1. I played my booster on Liverpool and they messed it up. To be fair, I think they were already through, so they played a weakened team out in Belgium. So I said 3-1, but it was 2-1 to Union Saint-Gilloise. Well done to you. I said 1-1, and Atalanta actually won 4-0. Sporting to win 2-0, it was 3-0 against Sturm Graz. I said Sparta to beat Aris Limassol 2-1, it was 3-1. I said 0-0 between Rangers and Real Betis, but big win for Rangers out in Spain, 3-2. I said Brighton to beat Marseille 2-1, it was 1-0. I said a draw between Ajax and AEK Athens, it was 3-1 to Ajax, well done. I said 1-1 between Olympiacos and Bachka Topola, it was a 5-2 victory for Olympiacos, wow. And lastly I said 2-2 between West Ham and Freiburg, and it was 2-0 to the Hammers. Okay, Young Boys against Sporting in the playoffs. So these are the playoffs, the third team from the Champions League against the second team of the Europa League. From the group stages, obviously. So the top teams miss out a game they don't have to play. Young Boys Sporting, I gotta think that Sporting are going to get through, but away from home the first game, probably just a small victory. Shakhtar de Marseille. Marseille are playing better. Shakhtar are very difficult to beat. I think it's going to be 1-1. Marseille probably go through overall. Oh, I need to do all these things. First team to score. Sporting. Oh, they don't give me the player of the match. First team to score, I think Shakhtar, and then Marseille to come back. Galatasaray, Sparta Praha. Wow, that's a difficult one. Galatasaray really good. Sparta Praha playing really well this year, particularly in Europe. Maybe a 2-1, but I think it could be drawed. It might even go to penalties overall. Oh, not again. Feyenoord Roma. I knew as soon as I... Oh, just ridiculous. As soon as we came second in the group, underneath Slavia Prague, I thought, oh no, who are we going to get? For context, to people who don't know, Feyenoord... So Roma beat Feyenoord 2 seasons ago in the Conference League final, first ever Conference League final, to win the cup. Then last year in the Europa League, they beat them in the semi-finals, quarter-finals, semi-finals. So Feyenoord, after revenge from Roma, Roma need to get some players in. I think the away game we'll lose. I don't even think we'll score, in fact. I think it'll be a 2-0 and we'll have to try and salvage it at home. Braga, Karabakh. I think Braga to win. Maybe 2-1. I'm not sure. Oh, first team to score, I think. Well, obviously Feyenoord. First team to score, obviously Braga. Lens Freiburg. Oh, this is difficult. Both of them overachieving in their leagues. I think maybe it'll be a draw, therefore. Maybe Freiburg go ahead and Lens equalise. Milan Rennes. Rennes having a stinking season. Milan are on third. I think they will get through this quite easily. They shouldn't. Rennes have a fantastic team, squad. Benfica Toulouse. Toulouse have had a really good season, but Benfica are a very good team. So I'm going to say 2-0 to the Portuguese. Okay, and that is the Europa League then. Let's switch to the Conference League. Okay, so we're on to the Conference League. I only got 36 points, so I had another bad week. After such a good week on matchday 5, I came 10th overall, but I think that's because not many of us are playing. Oh no, okay. Week 5 kept me in the race, I think. Top 3, Johnny Clark, Nico and Purple Monkey, well done. But at matchday 6, I was pathetic. Where was I? 32. Nico came top. And that after my hard work. Where was I matchday 5? It was only 32 then. Everyone had a good week. Okay. Should we look at my terrible results then? Fenerbahce, I said, would beat Spartak. Trnava 2-0, it was 4-0. I said a draw between Ludogorets and Nocielon, it was 1-0 to the Bulgarians. I said Aberdeen would lose to Frankfurt, but they won. Well done, Aberdeen, you got a win in the group stages, fantastic job. 2-0. They were under the cosh. I watched highlights of the match. Eintracht should have easily won, but you know, you got the result, so that's all that matters. PAOK 2, Helsinki 0 is what I said, but it was actually 4-2 for the Greeks. So I said 1-1 for Ferencváros and Fiorentina, and that's what happened. So I actually got one right. I said Genk would beat Djukaricki 1-0, it was 2-0. Oh, I played my booster on Aston Villa and they let me down. So I said 3-0 out in Bosnia, but it was 1-1. They played really well. Just, again, under the cosh for like 60 minutes, and then they came out and started hitting the post and stuff. It was very good from them. Legia 1-0, I said, with Alkmaar, but it was 2-0 win for the Polish, so well done. I rate that Alkmaar team. Lugano, I said, would lose at home to Besiktas. They did, but not the score. I said it was 2-0. I said draw between Brugge and Bode Glimt, but it was 3-1 to the Belgians. I said 2-0 for Dinamo Zagreb over Balkani. It was 3-0 to the Croats. I said 2-0 to Victoria Pilsen. It was 3-0 to the Czechs. I said 1-1 between Zorya Luhansk, because they're having a stinking season in Ukraine, over Breidablik, but it was 4-0 to the Ukrainians, so well done to them. I said Gent would win away against Maccabi Tel Aviv, but Maccabi pulled out a big result, 3-1 winners. I said Lille would beat Klasvik 2-0, it was 3-0. And I said Slovan Bratislava would beat Olimpia Ljubljana, but they lost at home 2-1. Okay, let's do this. So, Molde Legia. So if I get this right, Molde are coming down, but I thought I saw Molde a minute ago. It's weird. Oh, that's just because they're in the Europa League. Okay. Confuse me. So it should be Europa League 3rd place against Conference League 2nd place. So I think Legia have done themselves a big favour there. February, the Norwegian League, off the top of my head, will either not be being played at all, or will be coming back after Christmas with to begin a new season. So I think Poland will be like mid-season, and Norway will be, before their first match, so I think they'll not be fit. Olympiacos Ferencváros, tough. I'm going to say, sit on that fence hard and say 1-1. Oops. Legia. Ferencváros, Olympiacos. Union Saint-Gilloise. Oh, ouch. Two really good teams. I don't want either of them to go out this early. I think at home, people aren't saying it, I think at home Saint-Gilloise will win, but maybe Frankfurt will go through overall. Sturm Graz. Oh, after that result with Slovan Bratislava, I've got to go with Graz. 2-1, first to score. Maccabi Haifa against Gent. This is another close one. I'm going to say 1-1, with Haifa maybe going in front. Ajax Bode Glimt. Again, the Norwegians might not be full flow. Ajax improving, so I'm going to say 2-0. Real Betis against Dinamo Zagreb. In Spain, I'm going to have to go with Sevilla, the Seville side team, Real Betis. And then lastly, Servette against Ludogorets. I'd like a team from Switzerland to go far in the competition, but Ludogorets are pretty decent. I'm going to say 2-1 to the Bulgarians. And that's that. Tell me if I'm crazy in the comments. Let me know. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and tell me if you're happy with all the results, and tell me your predictions, maybe just for your team or for all of them. And yeah, we'll put this video series on hiatus until February then, and plenty of videos from this channel on different topics and before then, though, so don't worry. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. If you're not, join me on Patreon. Okay, thanks so much. Sleep well, everyone.